Hello?
Yeah, what's up? My bad, man. I was finishing up praying real quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah, nah, no worries at all, Jay. Yeah, I'm just at
Yeah.
my pad right now.
Oh,
You're over
okay.
at the lot?
Yeah, I'm posted up at a lot, man. It's been a busy day, so I might come up. I'm seventh now, so who knows? In the next 20 minutes or so. But yeah,
Oh,
man,
okay.
it's crazy to see people be, what society wants them to be, but not me. You know.
Right, right, right. Nah, I hear you on that, man. That's what, you have a few minutes, so that's what it's perfect, dog. You know what I mean? To get that thing going. I was thinking, since we're just starting this thing out and, with the time of the year and everything, I was thinking, a good kind of topic to go off of would be like kind of reflecting, you know what I mean? Just on 2015, like looking back and shit, it went by quick, right? Like shit, it went by quick, you know what I mean? I don't know where 14 and
Uh,
15 went, like,
I don't need it, man. Yeah, time is going by fast, man. Time is going by fast. Whatever you want to
yeah,
call it.
yeah. So let me ask you, in the year 2015, do you have, if you could, go back and do anything different in the year, is there anything, you know what I mean, that you would have wanted to have accomplished and shit?
Yeah, man. Shit. I know you do too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure. I got a long list, shit, a laundry list that I thought would have been done in 2015 that I
Was
just
with the
didn't.
time had doing other things,
Mhm.
what would we also have worked on? You know what I mean? Think about
Mhm.
that. I know when I was driving on the trucks, man, I had a lot of free time, and man, I ended up, to be honest with you, man, I ended up sleeping a lot, man. I slept a lot, man. When I wasn't driving 12 hours straight, I was just sleeping, man, and I wasted a lot of time, man. I would read a little bit here and there, but I wasted a lot of time. So like that time that I was sleeping or whatever, that I wasn't driving on that truck, could have
Mhm.
been spent writing. So I could have been writing and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Right, right. When did you finish? I forgot. You stopped driving trucks. It was what, halfway through the year or towards the end of the year?
Way through the year, I started driving in November, and then like I stopped driving in May. May 10th was my last
Okay.
day.
Right, right. So about halfway through the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
So
That's what I was pretty much working, with those nursing homes up until about July. So same thing. A lot of, I guess, how we could kind of look at it would be that both of us, were basically selling our time off for a paycheck kind of a thing, right?
pretty much, man. I haven't even been getting paid really, man. I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, put myself in a position to get paid.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's what I need to do, man. Get something that's stable, that has a steady paycheck, and steady in my time. Wasting
Right.
time, big deal, man. So have like if I get a 9 to 5, then what am I gonna do from 5 to the time I go to sleep is essential, man. And doing this business
Right.
thing.
Right, right. I mean, that's the crazy thing. See, I guess what a lot of people look at, don't look at time in that way. You know what I mean? You're the way you're looking at time. I look at it the same way. Like time itself is, of course, everybody's heard that saying, "Time is money."
Oh
But
yeah.
sometimes, including, I mean, I'm a number one offender of not using my time effectively. Like same thing every time. Even now, towards the end of the year, I'll get a couple of hours of time. I'll have it with nothing to do, and it's so easy to just blow that time off doing nothing. At the end of that time, you look back and it's like, oh shit, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 hours has gone by, and it's kind of like what came of these, of the time that just passed by, and the answer for me too many times this year has been nothing.
Yeah, man. Same thing with me, man. Yeah, prioritizing is a big deal, man. Especially when you want to have your own business, you want to make money out of something. You gotta
Mhm.
work on that like as if you're making money on it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like the ebook, we're making money on it. So we got to look at it like we got to prioritize, put that in schedule as if it's a job. You know what I mean?
Right, right. That's one of the biggest things with being, I guess, self-employed, which is basically the route that me and you were both kind of embarking upon right now, is really that self-employment when you don't have a supervisor or somebody kind of giving you work to do, or telling you, giving you direction. It's like, shit, you need to hold your own feet to the fire, kind of a thing.
Yeah, staying busy. In other words, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Always got to fit something in, man. Do something. Be productive. You know.
Right, right. And I think that's what we're doing as far as working backwards, in essence. Like, if you like, what I picked up from working, with those nursing homes, was the guy at the who was making the forecast, the financial forecast. They would
Mm.
start off, at the bottom line of the financial, saying the profit line, and then you kind of work up from that. So if you want to make, let's say in 2016, 100 grand, then that means that each month, working backwards, if you want to make 100,000, or 120 for easy math, make 120,000. That means each month $10,000 has to be made, in
Mm.
order to meet that goal. And then if you
Yeah.
break it down further than that, that means each week you would need to create $2,500 in income. So
Mm.
then that kind of, I guess, setting a goal, and then monitoring that goal uh, constantly. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Same, like,
Yeah.
this is like in the gym too. Same thing. Like, you got me on that, really, going to the
Yeah.
gym and then writing everything down.
Yeah. Documenting whether mentally or actually writing
Mhm.
it, document your improvement.
Mhm.
Uh, in your performance, man. That's a big thing, man. It doesn't, yeah, that goes for the gym too. You gotta, I try to figure out like where I'm at, so what do I need to improve on? Yeah, and then documenting in my mind how much I'm doing and how much I can do now, like the next day, this week. If I was doing 65 pounds shoulder presses with the dumbbells, I'm doing that 5 times. If I can do 3 sets of 5 easily, then I want to move up to 70s. So,
Right.
then mentally the next week, if I can do 75 times, 3 sets easily, that means that I can move up to 75. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, I'm at 75 and I'm doing the same set. I'm doing, 3 sets of 5. That means that I've improved over a week.
Right.
And
Right.
so I've been doing that. That's what you want to do, man. You want to
Mhm.
document mentally, and you want to improve and keep on moving up. You don't want to move down, and you don't want to settle. You want to move up, and that
Right.
goes for
Right.
everything that we do. Every project we want to improve. Look back and then look at our folders and be like, damn, okay. So the last week we did this, that, and the other. So now this week we got the ebook done. And then we'd be
Right.
like,
Right.
okay. So now what do we got to work on? Okay, now we got to, do this, that, and the other. Shit.
Right. Right. And that's kind of like what you just said right there, saying that you don't want to go back down, right? Because in effect, that's another thing I heard recently from somebody else, matching on that same thing, that in effect, we're never actually the same. We're always either progressing or going up, or regressing and going down. We're
Wow.
actually never really at the same point. Never, stagnation is actually not true. You're either, going up or going down.
True,
And
true.
yeah, and it's kind of like I could kind of feel that myself. Like, sometimes I'll take a look at, wait, what am I doing right now? Like, in this moment, is what I'm doing this moment having me, moving me up or moving me down? So if I'm watching a YouTube fucking prank video, 20 minutes worth of that, I'm moving down, you know, and it's time to catch that, you know.
Yeah, if you can look back and you say like, yeah, I haven't learned anything from that, you know what I mean? Then yeah, you just lost your time pretty much.
Mhm. Mhm. And again, looking at it like it's an asset, because we shared that concept before, where time is the currency of the earth. And I'm quoting Shaji Matthew, my uncle from Vegas, who wrote a book that really flipped my mind and made me realize that money is not really the currency on earth. Here on earth, time is the currency. Like, I mean, we said that before. Let's say me and you each had $1 million in the bank right now. Somebody said, I'll give, you, Josh, $1 million, you, Jordan, $1 million, but you're both going to die in 60 seconds. I think we'd say, fuck it, keep the $1 million. We'll work on it and get it on on our own. We're not going to trade our time for that paper dollar.
Yeah. Yeah, those last 60 seconds are vital, man. You want what do you really value, you know what I'm saying, ultimately. But yeah, man, that's huge. That's huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as far as time, I wanted to touch on yeah, man, like we said, yeah, you want to improve. If you're not improving, like you said, man, you're regressing, man. So
right.
So just like look at me, like I'd stop working out. I got skinny. That's not a good look, man. You don't want to go down. Like I just stopped completely working out, so I have to get back to where I was, and then start back over and start improving. So you want to stay consistency, improvement, man, and just keep on going up and finishing projects, completing shit, moving up, man.
Right. Right. And it's funny how easy it really is to put something into action. It's probably the hardest part, but then once it's put into action, like right now, I can't wait to go to the gym. You know what I mean? I know we're going to go tomorrow. It's going to be the second day this week, but I already feel like I'm kind of behind. You know what I mean? I know you've probably gone yesterday and today while I didn't do anything, but you know what I mean?
That's your motivation. Now it's fun. Now it's a task. Like now your mind state is that I want to get better. Like that's fun to you. That's how you're supposed to mind. It's supposed to be fun to you. Like there's not even an English word for that. It's a motivation, fun type of. You're motivated and you're fueled off of your own your fun now. It's like a hobby now to get better and shit. Going to the gym. Oh, what can I do today, man? Shit, am I stronger? Let me check out.
Right.
And that's how. Shit. And then once you get that, it's like a bulb that lights up in your head. It's endorphins, all that shit.
Right. Like, what else can I apply this to? Right. Like that same feeling. Like, okay, now, oh shit, like we can actually write a book. like what we're doing right now. Like, okay, the limits are limitless. The only limitations that exist are those that we put on ourselves, right? Like I do at the gym too. Like, oh shit, I can't do the 45s on an incline press. But you're like, no, fuck it, do it. You know what I mean? And then I end up doing it. I'm surprised that I did it. You know what I mean?
But like Brandon Carter said, man, you can't say I can't do anything. There's no such thing, man. No, you gotta be able to enjoy getting stronger, and then once you do that, then it's like, man, I accomplished something. That's a feeling. That's a good feeling. Then you want to move on to something different.
Right. And I don't want to veer off the path too much, but I mean that's what's so important. I feel like now more and more about building a team and shit. You know what I mean? Having like-minded individuals around you is crucial, right? I mean, that is just imperative.
Yeah, hell yeah, because people will bring you down, man. You gotta, who's gonna help you? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna help you? You want those people to surround you. But also, I was reading in the book, man. that it says also something that's interesting, man, is like it says that
Mhm.
not only it's stagnation and people like being unhealthy and overweight or whatever, they don't
Mhm.
not only they suffer from heart disease and diseases, chronic illnesses or whatever. It's also the people that work out and then completely stop. They're at risk. So it's not only like the people that don't do anything, it's
Mhm.
people that make it habitual to work out and then just stop working out. That's also a horrible thing, man. That'll give you chronic illness. Being in
Oh
a habit.
wow. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I read that in the first chapter, man. That was one of the first things they mentioned. So
Oh,
it's more deeper than just consistency, man. It's just now you're at a level to where you want to that where you're forced to keep raising your levels. You
right.
know
I
what
see
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying. It's almost like a rock climber climbing a cliff or something. He's halfway up, and I think that's something that applies to them too. At a certain point, it becomes more dangerous to try to scale back down than to just scale up, because
Right.
it's so
Right.
difficult to track your way back down. Like, you already made it up halfway, now you have to keep going.
Right. And then check this out. What if you just let go and just completely stop? You're gonna fall all the way down that bitch.
Right, right. And that's something that's, yeah, not sometimes not recoverable from, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So that's a good concept, man.
I heard Charles Barkley say the same thing actually, about he there was an interview talking about Odom. Somewhere Odom kind of tracked off with the Mavericks, and somebody asked Barkley, "So do you think Lamar Odom's ever going to be able to get back to where he was at, being a sixth man of the year? I think he was." And Barkley just flat out said, "Nope." And when they said, "Why do you think that?" he said, "Because he lost his momentum. Once you lose that momentum, it's damn near impossible to get it back."
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's harder, man. It's harder.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. That's true shit. It's harder to get that momentum back rather than just start from scratch and be motivated to go up.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think
You know.
also, like, this year, one of the biggest things which we started implementing and shit, like with Suit and Tie, Suit and Tie Entertainment. We've been working, but then it's getting it out. That's what a lot of people don't realize, including myself. Like, you can work and think something is really cool. This product is amazing. Everybody's gonna want this. Everybody's gonna love it. And then you open it up and release it to the marketplace, and it's just like it doesn't even make an effect on the market. It doesn't You don't get the response that you were looking for, but it just takes that time of being like, okay, now I'm gonna keep going. That persistence. Like right now, Suit and Tie Entertainment, where it is today, we could document this day, December 30th, 2015. Where it's at right now is extremely small. We haven't made much of an impact, but
No.
we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue, and in
Well,
one
now,
year we can look back.
yeah. Now it's an entity, man. I mean, whether we have zero followers or whatever, it's
Mhm.
actually an entity now. It's now solidified as an actual business, as a company now. So now all we
Right,
got to do is work on it. You know what I mean?
right, right. And it also goes on. I mean, on top of, to build on that, it's an entity, and then it's like, when you take away all the curtains and all the haze and the bullshit that's been put up around us in society, what are we really doing here on Earth? You know what I mean? Are we really here just to save up for a 401k and pay the electricity bill and try to put some gas in our gas tank? Is that
Yeah.
really what we're we're here for? Or is
All the
there
some.
something bigger?
Yeah, a lot of people do not like their jobs, man. I see miserable people all the time, man.
Mhm.
It's crazy. They just, like you was talking about the other day, man. You go through school, you study, you learn from some shit. You don't even know that if you want to do it or not. It's just you know that that's a path to get into a career that you think is going to support you, but it's
Mhm.
not. And then that's what you do, and then you fall off, you get fired, laid off, and then what are you going to?
Right,
You know,
right. I think between me and you, we there must be over 30 jobs plus, right? Every job you could think of between me and you, I think we've we've been. If I haven't done it, you've done it, right? If you haven't done it, I've done it.
pretty much, man. It's man, I've done over 30 different jobs, man. In my entire life.
Right, right. It's all starting at Wendy's, right? Starting at Wendy's, and then me and you
Yeah,
both went all across like spider webs, this job, that job, all over the place.
yeah,
And then now here we are back and realize like, oh shit, like here's something we actually want to do, you know, share our own information, our own experiences, share our knowledge. I mean, we're approaching 30 coming up
yeah.
real soon, you know. It's a trip to think about it, but
Actually, I mean, age is just a number, man. I'm starting to realize as you get
mhm.
older, you get smarter, you get wiser, you get more experience. So all
Mhm.
the things I've done is experience. So now we can put that experience into something that we love rather than when we just got out of high school doing what we love and then losing that interest over time. We
Right.
build in wisdom and now we can put that into what we love to do and we can only get better from here. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying? Oh,
And that's
I really want to do this fitness thing, man, and comedy, man. Put those two together, man, and shit, it can only get better, man, because it's gonna, this is,
right.
I want to. This is some shit that we want to do. You know what I mean? This is the fun shit.
Right. And that's what we've said before too, like numerous times we said that. I mean, so far to date, we haven't made a penny off this thing, but we're over 10 years in the comedy. I mean, and then, in the fitness, you've been, at it from way back when, you know what I mean? And I have too, but now taking it to that next level because it's always like dabbling in it, dibbling, dabbling for me, but not breaking through the limits and hitting that next level like now basically setting personal records as far as weight in lifts and then making suit and tie entertainment something that the world can also be enjoy and share as much as what I mean we get a kick out of it all my folks, my family loves that. Every time I tell them I got a new call, they're what I mean they're ready to hear
That's
that.
we want more people to be. We want to be a household name, man. We want this shit to be like Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Eventually, we want people to be able to turn this shit on in their homes, man, and sit down with
Hmm.
their family, crack up and shit. Yeah, man, this is I mean that's the idea, but I mean it starts from somewhere.
Right, and that's another thing to build on that. Like the tools are literally given to us now. It's in the palm of our hand, like literally, right? I mean, you and me,
Mm-hmm.
you're holding a cell phone right now. I'm holding a cell phone. That's what we were kind of talking about the other day. How crazy it is that you know what I mean? Even if we just track back to the you and me come from the 80s, right? In the 80s, nobody was talking on a cellular device like this. You had to stop and use a landline and call. Even that would be considered technology, and we take this kind of thing for granted. Like we
Oh
get
yeah,
pissed off because the reception is bad. Like it's unbelievable. We're calling each other from who knows where, across the country, across the city, across the globe. Like,
yeah. Yeah, so technology is in place for us to be able to make quick moves, man, and make moves that we didn't think was possible, that they didn't think was possible
hmm
years ago. So it's a lot easier for us, man. And that's the new wave, man. So we got to be able to utilize this type of shit.
right, right, yeah. And I know you're. It's been about 20 minutes. I know your thing is probably coming up. You're probably gonna have to
Yeah,
get back on the road, but good shit, man. So same thing. That's when in 2016, I feel like between me and you know what I mean, like all the endeavors that were working on Suit and Tie Entertainment, Guerrilla Intense Training, and who knows what else may come up in 2016. But I feel like, you know, this can be the year of action. You know, I've got stepped away from the realm of, you know, the traditional job. So now it's almost like all that time has been given back to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, this can be the year, and I know you're working your situation out as well. So this can be the year of action, and, you know, starting with this call, you know, we'll guerrilla tactical call. You know, we just came up with it this week. Here we are putting it into action. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Because too many people talk about shit, dream about doing something, but just do it. You know?
Well, just do something, and then you might not know what it'll turn out to be, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, I like that idea, man. Everything you don't know what it's gonna turn out to be, man. So whatever you're doing, I think this is what you're thinking, man. This is why you're coming up with this shit. It's like whatever you're doing, man, you might as well capitalize in one way or the other off of it.
Right. We're just documenting history right now, right? This is documenting history.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, for sure, G. Well, I'll let you go, but yeah, man. So tomorrow, we'll hit up the gym and shit, dog. The 31st, you know what I mean? Before all the other people scratching their ass on the 31st and waiting to get in there on the 1st. Don't wait. Go, you know.
Oh, yeah, man. I forgot it's the 31st. Yeah. Fuck all the bullshit, man. We gonna be in the gym. Shit, let's get in.
Right, for sure. All right, dog. I'll see you then.
All right, bro.
All right, later.